Alright, so remember how I said the left-handed God is where you calculate energy, and the right-handed God is the math you need to be able to understand the left? And then remember I went down, so we're going to look at LCDM, okay? We're going to add up the numbers that I came up to for this column, and this column, and this column, above the Roman numerals. We're going to look at the numbers below the Roman numerals, and then we're going to interpret the Roman numerals in a certain point of view. And then we're going to come up in this one page of math to a very interesting conclusion. Anyways, so let's just start with this, okay? In this calculation, okay, we figured out this many watts, this volts, that's your amperage. And then we found out that this many volts, this many watts, that many volts, that's your amperage. But you have to plus it to this one. And it all seemed to fit, like 80 amps, 60 amps. Anyways, the total watts is this. 11,732. Okay. Now let's take a look over here. Okay, so this is going to be your L. Okay, that's what that's going to be. So remember this one, we got, what we got? A circled 6, a circled 7, and a circled 13. Okay, so this is going to be a 13 and 13, 26, 27, 28, 29. 29, right? And this one over here is going to be, what is it? Doubly circled. So 11, 12, 13, 13 and 3, 13, 13, 26, 26 and 3 is 29. And over here we got 110, 110, so 220 and 2, 222. And over here we have 3,113. To understand these, look at the last video in some convoluted way. If you add them all up together, 18 and 2, is this right? 18, 19, 20, 23, yeah. 2, 3, okay. That'll be 8, 9, 3, yeah, okay. So that's what you get, okay? So now what we're going to do is we're going to add the bottom shit, okay? So we added up everything above. That's depicted, you know, what you can see. Now we're going to add everything below. So we're going to add 5,000, we're going to add this, we're going to add this, we're going to add this, and then we're going to add this. So we're at 5,000, we get that. We had 1,500, we get that. We had, uh-oh. Oh yeah, this 522 is this. 322 plus that is 522, so I don't add it twice. So we had 522, we get 5, we get a 1, we get a 4, we get 10, yeah, that's what we get. Then we had the 110, 174, 174, and 522 from here, these guys, up to the L, and we get this number. Okay? So I start both of them, this number and this number, so we're going to subtract them, see what the difference is. And the difference is the 417, the most major highway in Ottawa, Canada, is the 417. So I said to myself, well, that's rather interesting. What haven't we accounted for? LCDM. Let's take a look and see what we find. So LCDM is basically the 12th letter, 3rd letter, 4th letter, and 13th letter. But I know that everything has to be backwards. So let's look at it backwards. 3 is a 1 is the whole purpose of energy. A 3 is a 1. So a 3 is a 1 is your 4. Now you have a 4 here. Well, a 4 is there, so that's a 1. A 4, that's 4 is a 4 is a 1. Okay? And then a nice little bit of guys here. You have a 12 and a 3. You're like, oh, I have a 1, 2, 3. You know, but really you have a 3 and a 3. You have your 33 right here. But this one gets an extra circle. You have a plus 1. There's your 7. 113. Could this be what we're getting based on accounting for all of the left-hand side of the table of creation. The random numbers. But for somehow purpose, I looked this up. I said 2929 is interesting because that's 58. That's a 13. I started thinking about the 222 in the heaven. And 13 is some kind of mirrored, reflected retardedness. So I picked the scab guy. And I want you to find it very interesting. You know, maybe I'm just trying to make it work, but I am trying to make it work. I couldn't make it work from this way because that's 3 and that's a 3. So I had to go from this way. It's not very hard what I did. That's a 4. That's a 4. And that's just a 1 of that. Self, galaxy, universe, and galaxies. Or selves and galaxies. Universe. That's both. Very synchronistic. So, anyways, yeah, I'm just trying to prove energy and stuff. And feedback loops. You know? Or whatever. Because I can't bloody build one.